So, hello everyone, Chill Dragon here. We'll be playing Pocky Rocky Easy Mode today. Yeah, just in the options so we have some music. So, let's get on over to the actual game. Gonna be playing as Rocky this time, just because he's cool. No other real reason. And then, yeah, so storyline-wise to the game, it's fairly basic, but essentially a whole bunch of goblins have gone haywire, essentially, and Pocky and Rocky basically go to knock them out of their trance. They're all being controlled by a villain by the name of Black Mantle, and he's a bad guy. We're gonna go beat him up. There's not too terribly much else to it. But yeah, you'll see in cutscenes and stuff they refer to Rocky as a Nopino Goblin specifically. So, sorry, just collected some stuff here quick. But yeah, the game itself is fairly basic. They have a setup where you can throw items continuously at people. Otherwise, there is just single shot, which is kind of silly for whatever reason. I'm not going to be doing single shot ever. I don't think anyone really does. I really wish this guy would leave me alone. Okay, whatever. So, anywho's. But yeah, there's 6 stages to the game, and they are all relatively short, but in a good way. There are 2 different types of power-ups that you can get in this game. There's the purple pickups, and then there's also like an orange pickup. Orange is for fire, does more damage. Purple is for more of like a spread attack. Spread attack. Every time that you get hit, you end up losing some of your power-up. And I don't want to die here. And I died anyways. Okay, let's not do that again. There we go. Okay. And then, yeah, there is a secret where if you knock the basket around that he was using, you can get a 1-up from it. So, we'll go into the next stage, and let's try and do a little bit better this time. Skip some cutscenes again. And we're off to the Enchanted Forest. This stage isn't too bad normally. There are some, the ones coming there from the building, they attack you only if you attack them, essentially. So you just kind of avoid them. The Tengu, unfortunately, are jerks, and yeah, they just fly around and get in your way. Let's just use a bomb, get rid of everyone. So, down at the bottom left, you got the heart count, and then there's also the amount of bombs that you have. Hearts actually increase at the end of every stage. If you get a game over, though, you go back to having only 4 hearts. So it's kind of important to at least not get a game over. And then you can have up to 4 bombs. If you get any more, you just get bonus points. And this is not a good setup for this boss fight, but whatever. Oh, mini-boss. games. There's multiple games to the Pocky Rocky series. It originally started off with a arcade game. Can't remember the name of it. Kiki Kai Kai, if I remember correctly. Yeah, and that was supposed to be pretty fun. I have not played that one. Sadly enough, out of all the games in the series, I've only played Pocky Rocky 1 and 2, which I should change eventually and play more of them. But yeah, 2 is also on the Super Nintendo, and it's pretty fun. I do prefer the first game. They have like a partner system where whoever's playing as the second player controls a partner character. There's like 7 different ones that you can play as. But you don't have as much control over your character as you do in this game. Oh, come on. I'm trying to save my bombs. See how this goes. But yeah, so we're going to go into the Kappa territory, and we're just gonna shake our butt. Don't really need to fight any of these guys off. Everything here is just an auto-scroller. Oh, I had to try and not die. That was silly of me. Okay, my apologies, this is not going well. As I dive into the water. Alright, so we got the buff Kappa. It's not too terribly difficult, or at least it wouldn't be if I was playing properly. Yeah, we'll just go through here. If we defeat him, he is timed to go away after a certain amount of time, but we don't have to worry about that. And we get some power-ups at least. I'm just going to blame the fact that I'm not used to being up before noon on weekends. Okay, so second boss, just giant octopus. Nothing too major. We need to make sure to try and take out the heads as they pop up, otherwise they'll shoot projectiles at us. We can deflect them. It's not too terrible. Or we'll just run face first into him. Jeez. I don't know what's up with me today. My apologies. This boss normally isn't too bad, it's just time consuming more than anything else. And I don't think there's any way to speed up making it reappear either. That was far too close. Oh. This is one of the more frustrating stages, just because of a few of the mini-bosses that they have. But, we'll just keep going. Yeah, just trying to pick up a little bit of safety stuff here, 'cause things are not going the greatest, but... So we got a mini boss here. It actually is the end of the stage boss as well, which is kind of weird because it behaves exactly the same. The only change is there's two holes when you end up fighting him later on. Well, two holes that you can fall into. You know what I mean. Okay, so nothing too bad so far here. Just have a room where we have to kill a bunch of enemies, otherwise we can't leave. And they'll introduce the... oh, crud, I lost my second stage. Anywho's. They introduce the Jester character in this stage, or in this room, which is kind of annoying, just because they have a multi-directional shot. And then if those, oh, for crying out loud, if the slimes end up hitting you, you just need to make sure to do your melee attack to, really? Okay. To get them off of you, otherwise you'll take damage after a set amount of time. Alright, so we have a genie boss here. Not too major. Just any time that he comes into your path, you'll end up firing a shot like that. Alright. So, yeah, as you can see at the bottom left, 6 hearts currently, just because I've gone through 2 stages so far. If you get towards the end of the game and you have enough hearts and stuff, it's usually pretty easy to get through the last stage just on 1 life. But we'll probably end up taking an intentional game over because I don't like how this is going so far. Which is fine, I'd just rather be on the safe side. Alright, so yeah, same fight as before, it's just 2 different pits on the side. With your slide ability, unfortunately, you can't control it really, so if you get too far over, yeah, you can just easily go into the pits. It's just a set amount every time that you dash. I wasn't gonna risk losing another life here. Alright. Let's keep going. There's another boss arena going on, or not boss, just a little arena. Yeah, just gotta clear out all the bats and eventually they'll let us free. Come on. Okay, onto the ship. Nothing too bad here. This guy will keep popping back and forth just to annoy us, but nothing too terrible there. That's not a smart idea. I should have kept the other one, but we're not doing smart this morning. Since this is an auto-scroller, there's really no huge benefit to actually destroying him ahead of time. Towards the top of it. Boss fight for this stage is kind of annoying, so I will usually just end up using bombs on it. It's just very fast moving. Unfortunately, I do wish that the game had some kind of setup where you could stay in place and just throw items. But unfortunately it does not. Honestly, I don't remember when I started running this game, or like why. I'm guessing it was for one of Junkyard Dave's events. Because I just tend to help out with those from time to time. Yeah, I don't even remember. It's been a while. It's also been a while since I've been good at the game, but yeah. My time, I'm actually kind of sad of how my skills have degraded, but we'll get back there eventually. So I'd have to check the creation date of my splits, but pretty sure it's been like 2 years since I started to run this originally. I tend to stick to like more marathon type sessions, like I went through last weekend. Mario Kart 1 through 8, and then Mega Man 1 through 11, well, and Rockman Forte. So I tend to do stuff like that, even though those weren't the best of times either. Okay, so this is one of the harder sections of any stage. There's just a lot of enemies that come at you pretty quick in here in a second, these guys especially. And they can be a pain, but let's just try and take it relatively slow and safe, just in case. There is a segment coming up that's kind of annoying to deal with, just because of how random it is, but we'll get through that as well. That would have been bad if I would have picked that up. Okay. Let's just keep moving. So here, there's just a bunch of spike balls that come downwards, and you can't really do much about it. I believe it's random, I could be wrong, but yeah, it can just be a pain to try and get through. So try and take it slow. In this last segment, unfortunately, there's no like safety areas really. Okay, that wasn't too bad. Let's get rid of this guy first. There is a bonus coming up. We'll see what we get, because it's random, but hopefully something useful. I said hopefully. Oh, he dropped it right on top of me. Whatever. Thanks, old man. Thanks. Okay, so we're almost to the boss of the stage. It's a very fancy band player. Depending on how things go here, I might just take an intentional game over on the next stage. We might be fine, but we'll see. So he ends up having a few different attacks. He can electrify the floor beneath us, and then, yeah, just throws a crap ton of bats at you. After a while of taking damage, he'll end up transforming into a bat himself, and then attacks actually aren't too terribly different at that point. Oh, come on. Please stop moving around so much. I didn't see that last one behind him. Okay. Well, yeah, I think we'll end up taking the game over. Assuming that we actually win. There we go. Okay. Vampire is done, and we are heading on to the final stage. Actually, no. Zeros count, so scratch that. Let's not do that. Okay, so we'll try and actually go through it. That would be the smarter thing here. Okay, I should have just taken the game over. That's alright. We'll just do that here quick. And we'll still play as Rocky. Because why not? Wow, okay. Whatever. We got 4 bombs, we got 4 lives. We'll be fine. We got 3 lives. We'll be fine. I need to stop rushing so much. Screw it. We'll go the cheap route. Okay, so here's the final boss. Black Mantle himself. These 2 statues on the right and left do create the force field there, so we have to destroy them. They do also shoot projectiles and stuff, so they're a pain. So we'll deal with them first. Okay, so yeah, Black Mantle himself only has 3 different attacks, and you've already seen all 3 of them. Oh, for crying out loud. Yeah, so he's got the 2 shots to the right and left there. He has a shot that can grab you, and then he has lightning, which takes forever, slows down the Super Nintendo, and it's just a pain to deal with. Goodness, okay. Yeah, because it does move faster. Alright, that's time. Not great, but could have been worse, I guess. Alright, so yeah, with defeating Black Mantle, we have freed the goblins of their mind control, and everyone's happy. Fairly straightforward game. It's a lot of fun. I'm just did not do the greatest today, but that's okay. Thank you for the GGs. And just to answer an earlier question, there is a difference between the characters. I don't know if there's a difference in the run, but basically when you charge their melee attack, Rocky turns into a statue, but Pocky can basically like spins around repeatedly. So it's a little bit different because when Rocky's in statue form, he can't take damage, but he can't do anything else either. So it doesn't really help too terribly much. Because it would be nice if you could like statue your way through the spike balls or whatever. But yeah, it's a fun game. People seem to enjoy it, so I'm glad that people could experience it again or experience it for the first time. But yeah, so thank you very much for everyone for stopping by, and I think that's it for me.